Anybody home? Holly, you up? What?
What a pleasant surprise. What are you doing home in the middle of the day?
Come on, Steph. Aren't you going to tell me anything about this big surprise you got for me?
You'll find out soon enough.
Just give me a little hint, please.
That should be it now.
It?
Yep.
Hey, Steph.
Hi, glad you could make it.
You think I'd pass up a shot like this? Is this the man?
That's right. Blackie Parrish, meet Frisco Jones.
How you doing?
Pleasure.
You work for Pirelli or something?
Now and again.
Steph, what's it got to do with me?
Frisco's gonna make you a star.
Oh, you're an agent. Cool, that's good.
Hardly. Say hello to the new singer for Blackie and the Riff Raff.
Henry.
Hello, Grant.
Hello. What are you doing in town?
I came up to see you.
Is something wrong?
Possibly.
The State Department again?
No, I got a very disturbing call from Dr. Campbell.
Campbell?
He's quite concerned, Grant.
Is he?
He insisted that you need further treatment.
Did he?
Yep, when I told him you were up here, he got very upset. He said under no circumstances should you be allowed to remain in Port Charles.
So, Dr. Campbell doesn't think I should be here.
He was quite adamant about it.
And he wants to continue treating me.
Well, he believes someone should.
Yeah. The man just can't stand to lose a patient.
Well, there's more to it than that. I mean, he's very worried about you. So much so that I felt I had to come up here and confront you directly.
Now, Henry, I appreciate your concern, as well as Dr. Campbell's, but I hope you realize that he's not being entirely objective.
Well, how do you mean?
Simply that there's more involved here than just a doctor's recommendation to a patient.
I don't think I understand.
I think it's fairly obvious the man holds a grudge against me.
Why would you say that?
Because I can't imagine any other reason for him to make such a preposterous statement.
Well, why would he say it if he didn't believe it?
I don't know. I think he probably resents me.
Whatever for?
I'm his failure, Henry. I am a walking embarrassment to Dr. Campbell.
Now, I don't follow you at all now.
Think about it. Try as he did, he was unable to get me to talk. He invested an enormous amount of time and energy in that endeavor, and yet he ended up with negligible results. Then the man goes out of town for a vacation, and suddenly I make a total recovery. That had to have been a tremendous blow to his professional pride.
Yeah, possibly, but would that be enough to have that strong insistence that you are not completely recovered?
Well, let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say that perhaps in his mind he feels that since he didn't cure me, I haven't been cured.
Now, I think his concern was much more genuine than that.
Henry, Dr. Campbell never even talked to me. How can he possibly profess to know the state of my mental health?
Well, you were his patient for quite some time.
Exactly my point. Quite some time. And in all that time, what did he do? He had me take a few tests. Now, how can Dr. Campbell believe that he's made an honest evaluation of the state of my well-being on such meager responses?
Apparently he does.
Apparently he does. Well, in that case, I'd say that he's speaking personally and not professionally. I don't think that any qualified doctor would ever make that assumption. What about Doctors Tremaine and Borden? Have you talked to them?
Oh, yes, both of them.
And what did they have to say?
Well, they disagree with Campbell. They think you're fine.
And there's your proof. Henry, you know as well as I that neither one of those men would ever have approved my release if they thought that there was the slightest thing wrong with me.
Well, that's true.
But you're still not convinced.
Well, I want to be, Grant. It's just that Dr. Campbell was so insistent.
Henry, we've known each other a long time, right? Take a good look at me. Do I appear to you to be insane?
Well, I'm no doctor.
But you've known me longer than any one of those men. Do you have the feeling that you're dealing with a madman?
Well, of course not. You look perfectly normal to me.
And I am.
Well, I suppose Dr. Campbell could have ulterior motives for his accusations.
I don't really blame the man. I mean, it must have been a terrible shock to him to come back from his brief vacation and find out that I'd been cured in his absence.
Well, he's certainly wrong in your case. Just the same, however, why don't you come back to New York City with me?
You still don't believe me, do you?
No, I do, Grant. I just think it would be better for everyone if you left Port Charles.
I intend to, Henry, but not quite yet.
Look, there's nothing for you here.
Oh, but you're wrong. There is. This town contains so many of the missing pieces to my life. And once the puzzle is completed, I'll move on. But in the interim, Henry, I am going to stay right here in Port Charles.
You sure you want to?
My friend, don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
But if you're not, if something happens...
I will call you first thing.
Please, do.
Henry, I thank you for coming by. Thank you for being a friend.
You take care of yourself.
I will.
And don't dig too deeply. Sometimes things are better left buried.
So, you're it, huh?
Wait till you hear him, Blackie. He'll knock your socks off. Teenage girls are gonna love him. You won't have to play a note.
Oh, that's really what I want to hear.
Well, that's the way it is, whether you like it or not. You want to be popular, or you want to park cars the rest of your life?
You know what I want.
Blackie, really nice meeting you, okay? I'm gonna wait outside.
You stay right where you are.
Like I said, I'm not going anywhere.
Frisco, look, no offense or anything, but it's my band, all right?
Hey, I know exactly what you mean.
And having a new guy in front could take some getting used to.
Hey, listen, I only came over here because Steph asked me to. I'm not trying to rock any boats.
At least give Frisco a chance.
Chance to do what?
To show you what he's got.
I'm not sure I want to know.
Look, it's for your own good.
Yeah, that's what they always tell you right before they're ready to hurt you.
Come on, just give him a shot. Get the band together and let's see what happens.
Is that an order?
What have you got to lose?
I don't know.
Don't worry. I'm on your side, remember? This could be just what the band needs. Come on, let's go down to the student center and crank it up. Are you ready?
Close enough for rock and roll.
Well, let's do it.
Oh, sure, whatever you guys say. It's only my career at stake, that's all.
Your career is about to take off.
Yeah, well, I just hope I'm going with it. Don't push.
To what do I owe the pleasure of this unexpected appearance?
Well, I happen to have a free lunch here, so I thought I'd like to spend it with you.
Oh, nice. Would you like me to run downstairs and fix you something for lunch?
Who said anything about eating?
Oh, so it's like that, is it?
Well, I sure hope so.
Oh, so do I.
What?
I must be in danger.
Why are you still wearing that ridiculous thing?
You never know.
You don't need it any longer.
Well, actually, I just forgot to take it off.
Do you mind?
I might need some help.
I'm the only help you're going to be needing for some time.
Well, Where were we?
Trying to keep you from being bored.
How on earth are we going to do that?
Watch closely.
Wherever it was, man, I'm glad we found you. You can really sing.
Hey, thanks. I'll tell you, it helps singing with a band as tight as you guys, I'm telling you.
Where'd you find him, Blackie? I didn't. Man, I can't believe a guy this hot's looking for work, man. If I had my own band, I'd
Which you don't have your own band, Gary?
What's he doing?
Nothing.
Don't you think he's any good?
Oh, yeah, he's great, man. If he dyes his hair blonde and practices acting mean, stings out of a job.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it was all right, you know. Needs some practice, stuff.
for the first time he ever played with the band, I thought he was fantastic. You know, this may be the best move I've ever made. Riff Raff sounds 100 times better already.
Stephie, I don't
we've
think
got
Riff
a
Raff-
lot of work to do. The first thing I've got to do is get you copies of their repertoire, and you've got to start learning them right away.
Hold on a
I want to
second.
get this band on the road as soon as possible.
Hang on a second, Steph.
Why keep teenage girls waiting? The future rock is about to explode. Next up, top of the chart.
Now, hold it a second, all
What's
right?
the matter?
Nobody said he was in the band.
He better be.
Hey, Blackie, we can't let him get away.
It's just what we need.
I'd say it's unanimous.
I wouldn't say it's unanimous, man. There's one vote that hasn't been counted, young lady.
So what do you want to do?
I want to talk to you right now. Come here.
You know, we're definitely going to have to do this more often.
Anytime.
I just love having a late lunch.
If you like fast food.
Oh, I crave it. Look, I got to get back to the office. Work and all, you know, crime waves.
Love him and leave him. You're a cruel man, Mr. Commissioner.
We'll warm up the leftovers together later on.
And a crude one.
You complaining?
Well, you'll do until something better comes along.
Just so long as something better doesn't come along before I get back this evening.
If I'm not here, start without me.
And tell me, how do you intend to keep yourself occupied for the rest of the afternoon?
It'll be difficult, but I'll do my best.
Good. Well, I'll see you later. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Bye.
You heard him. You tell me. Can he sing or not?
Stephie, that's not the point.
What is?
The point is, it's my band, all right? I got control over it. And I'm starting to like this star thing, too, you know? I mean, so I started this whole thing, okay? I was the boss from the beginning. I'm the honcho of this thing.
And you wear it well. You've done a fine job with Riff Raff.
And I'd like to continue doing a fine job.
You think that's going to change?
Don't you?
Why should it?
Ask your little friend Dallas over there.
You mean Frisco?
I don't care what his name is. He's a good singer, all right? And he's also pretty good looking, too.
So?
So, when we're playing, man, all the people are going to be staring at him, screaming for him and everything. What am I going to be doing? I'm going to be in the back, this dumb, sweaty drummer in the back.
Blackie, it's still your band. Besides, Blackie and the Riff Raff are going to do a music video.
Oh, wonderful. He's going to look real nice on TV.
Blackie's going to be featured in the video, not Frisco Joe.
Oh, yeah? Did you tell Detroit about that?
His name is Frisco, and he won't even be in it.
I don't give a damn what his name is. How are you going to manage that?
We'll just use his voice.
Yeah? I mean, are you going to tell him that and everything?
You let me worry about Frisco.
So you're saying he's not going to be in the video. It's just going to be me and my band.
That's right. You're going to be the face of Riff Raff. And when the record comes out, it's going to be you who's going to be featured on that album jacket.
I always wanted to be on the cover of an album.
Well, you're about to get your chance. Now what do you say?
Well, what do we need L.A. for, anyway?
Because Frisco can sing. Unless you want to take that chore on yourself, too.
No, thanks. I gotta play drums, anyway.
I didn't think so. So you need Frisco. If you want the band to make it, you gotta let him be a part of it.
I guess.
Is he in?
He's in.
Now you're talking. You won't regret it.
I already do.
Frisco, it's all set. You have a new singer for Riff Raff.
Yeah. How much did you have to pay him?
Don't be ridiculous. Blackie thought you were terrific.
Yeah, I noticed. He can hardly contain himself.
You're imagining things. Come on, let's go to the hotel. We gotta get you settled.
Way to go.
Here.
All right.
Thank you.
See you guys later. Bye, Blackie.
Good move, Blackie, man. This guy's really got it. He's gonna do a lot for the band.
I could hardly wait.
Some audition, wasn't it?
Well, so what do you think, Mr. Irving?
That was a good audition, Melissa. A very good one.
Thank you, sir.
But you're still a bit unfinished, wouldn't you agree?
Need some work around the edges?
What do you mean?
Well, you obviously have a great deal of talent. But your technique, well, it's somewhat ragged.
I've been working on it with Mr. Hannibal.
She's really come a long way.
I can believe it. But I don't think she's quite ready for Roland Gilbert yet.
Okay, so what can I do about it?
Well, I'm afraid you'll have to polish your audition piece some more before I can recommend to Roland that he give you a tryout.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
Well, I could continue working with her if you think it would help, but I'm really not sure that I have that much more to teach her.
You show a lot of potential, Melissa. I don't usually take on students myself, but in your case, I'd be willing to make an exception. If you're prepared to apply yourself and work harder than you ever have before, I'd be happy to give you some more lessons.
Well, how many more lessons do you think I would need?
Well, that would depend entirely upon you. But the faster you progress, the sooner you'll be ready for Roland Gilbert.
I really appreciate your offer, Mr. Irving, but I just don't know if I can accept it.
Why not?
Because the lessons are so expensive.
Do you have any idea what you'd have to pay if you study under a top teacher in New York City?
Oh, I know.
Well, you're getting quite a bargain here.
Look, I'm grateful, really. It's just that I can only do so much. Right now, I'm working 2 jobs just to pay for the classes that I've already taken.
I understand. It's up to you, of course. All I can tell you is your competition is not going to sympathize with your problem. If you can't find a way to get the training you need, so much the better for them.
I'm doing the best I can.
You're not the only one who has to make sacrifices.
The girl who wins this audition will be the one who's willing to give up the most.
Now, well, I know one girl who apparently isn't having to sacrifice at all.
Oh, who's that?
Margaret McTavish.
Oh, I don't know. I think she's in the same boat as you. She told me it wasn't easy for her to scrape up the money for lessons either.
Oh, it's not the way it looked to me.
What do you mean?
Oh, I saw her the other day. She was all dressed up having lunch at the Versailles Room.
What were you doing there?
I worked there. Of course, she did say that she won the meal in some radio contest or something, but still.
But still?
Still, she looked like she belonged there.
All the more reason for you to work that much harder to win this audition. Money won't buy the chance to dance for Roland Gilbert. Only training can do that.
So, are you going to continue with us, or is this goodbye?
I've come too far to turn back now. How much money are we talking about?
Let's not pin ourselves down yet.
Yeah, perhaps we can discuss the specifics next time.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get the money somehow. So, same time, same place?
We'll be here.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Goodbye, Melissa.
Bye-bye.
Curious about McTavish.
What do you think?
To me, she seemed like just another starry-eyed pigeon.
I wonder if she really does have money. Maybe we should raise the price of her lesson.
Probably a rich, bored housewife looking to put a little excitement in her life.
Yeah, either that or a plant.
No. I'm not saying it's impossible, but... Careful. She may act like a ditz, but you can never be sure.
Margaret! Just the girl I wanted to see.
We don't see much of you and Grant ever since you moved to the gatehouse.
No, we've been pretty busy. Now that we're both working, we barely have time for each other.
Well, that's no excuse for ignoring us.
I'm sorry.
Well, nevertheless, we ought to be able to have that occasional dinner or two. Don't you agree, Lila?
Yes, of course. Well, we will try to do that.
Thank you, son. Oh, who's
I'll
that?
get it.
Are we expecting company?
No.
Lila, it seems to me that she's making... Oh, yes.
It's him.
Him who?
The other one.
Oh, Stella, what in blazes are you talking about?
Oh, he's here.
You've been working too hard. Will you come in, please? Whoever you are, we're dying of curiosity.
Good afternoon.
Oh, you're,
Not the Grant you were expecting, I'm sure.
You two should wear numbers.
I'm sorry to intrude like this. How do you do? I came down to the gatehouse looking for you, and I saw your note on the door.
Well, I left that for Grant.
Yes, I know.
For my husband.
Yeah. I took the liberty of coming up here to see you anyway.
What about?
Well, I wanted to thank you. You've been a great help to me.
No, I really... You're welcome.
I also wanted to say goodbye.
What?
I'm leaving Port Charles.